this one
This
away.
should be some real glitchy shit just now.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Newton on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malcolm Smith leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Get him.
Newton on 3rd down. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther 1st down.
Can't believe he's not on that team no more.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he'll at least get them inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now it's Newton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Nice little gasher.
Right back to him on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Get in.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I got you.
They run with Brothas. Oh, spinning away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. This is Brothas. And he'll get it down to the plate of the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Black 80! Black 80!
On 1st down, Garoppolo. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You just take it what the defense gives it. That was dangerous, though. That was pretty dangerous.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back here right after this. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Now it's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
11.
Shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? No receiver.
Yeah.
Ball's put on him. 2 points for them.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be
I hit that button twice.
driven down.
It's glitching on your side?
In there to make the sack. He
It's
buries
glitching on
him
your
for
side?
a loss of 10.
It's glitching? On my side is glitching. I don't know. I hit the button twice and throw it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
I'm going to have to go in the box.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The gain of 39 that time.
12, 12. 6, 6.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They give them a gain of 37.
Wait. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Crazy.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit, as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I thought he was going to get blocked. I saw the nigga shooting the gap. This nigga. No block.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Here we go. 180.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to slither by. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Eric Armstead. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cassius Marsh in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Coming for that move.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo.
Are you serious?
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but you know,
these niggas fumbling with the football.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us. Everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After this movie.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And at the 25, that his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Now he's flushed out left. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Goodwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Brothas. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Throw left side complete. It's Goodwin. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 180. Tighten up. Flag. Check. Get hot.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Black 80. Black 20. 13. 11.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Garoppolo now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. They'll toss it to Brothas. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 180. Flag.
Now Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And the backfield standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon.
120. 180.
Touchdown.
Garoppolo now. And he fires one incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? To throw is Garoppolo. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
On second down, here's Newton.
Yeah, baby.
Time for a break. We'll
killing
come back
Cam
and
right
see
now.
this one out after this. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey.
Get that.
And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Armstead in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks. And
he's going to go down again. Eric Armstead in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be...
And pressure gets to him again. Cassius Marsh in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run once more with McCann. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
And we're gonna hit the showers. Great game, guys.
Storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment,
Cam.
because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
That should have been picked too.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.